Railway stations are strange places, aren't they? They're silent witnesses to 1,000 stories. Some people stand here with hearts full of joy, waiting to welcome someone home. Others stand here with tears in their eyes, watching a piece of their soul drift away on a departing train. Tonight, on this quiet platform, I'm here too. The world around me is asleep, and the only sound is the rhythmic ticking of my watch, counting down the seconds of a life that feels frozen. People say time heals everything, but they lie. Some memories don't fade, they just settle into your bones like the winter chill. Tonight, I'm not just waiting for a train, I'm waiting for a miracle. Zoya. Her name sounded like a long-lost song. We met on this very platform 3 years ago. I was running away from my past, and she was searching for her future. She had lost her ticket, and I had lost my way. We sat on this bench for just 20 minutes before her train arrived, but in those 20 minutes, I felt like I had lived a lifetime. After that day, this station became our sanctuary. We spent hours here, watching the world rush by while we stood perfectly still. She used to say, life is like these tracks, always parallel, always moving, but never truly touching unless there's a turn. I never realized that our turn would lead us to different horizons. Friends ask me why I still come here. They say she's gone, that I'm chasing a ghost. But how do I explain that love isn't just about being together? It's about the loyalty of the wait. Our last goodbye happened right here. It was raining, just like tonight. She took my hand and whispered, "Wait for me. When the first winter rain falls and the last train pulls into the station, I'll be on it." Today, the first rain of winter has arrived. The world is hiding in the warmth of their homes, but I am standing here in the cold, because I believe in her word more than I believe in reality. If love is a choice, then tonight I choose to stay. There it is, the last train. The vibration of the tracks feels like my own heartbeat. Every carriage that passes by feels like a heartbeat skipped. Is she in there? Did she remember the promise made under the rain? The doors hiss open. A few passengers step out, tired, hurried, oblivious to the man standing there with his soul on his sleeve. I scan every face. Every stranger who walks past me takes a piece of my hope with them. The conductor blows the whistle. The flag is waved. The train begins to groan, moving slowly back into the darkness. And yet, she isn't there. The train is gone. The silence has returned, heavier than before. Maybe she couldn't make it today. Maybe destiny had another delay. But you know what? There is a strange beauty in the wait. As long as I'm sitting on this bench, our story isn't over. It's just on pause. I will come back tomorrow. I will sit here again. I will watch the tracks until my eyes grow tired. Because some stories in the love diary are meant to be unfinished, and perhaps that is why they are eternal. Until the next rain, until the next train. I was about to stand up, to finally admit that the night had won. But as I leaned on the armrest, my fingers brushed against something cold and thin. It was a letter, tucked deep into the wood of this very bench. My heart stopped. The handwriting was hers, shaky, elegant, and filled with the scent of her favorite perfume that had somehow survived the years. It wasn't a new letter. It had been here for a long time, hidden in the shadows of our meeting place. As I opened it, the world around me seemed to tilt. She hadn't forgotten the last train. She had been here, but not tonight. She had been here a year ago, waiting for me while I was lost in my own fears. The letter read, "I waited until the last whistle blew. I waited until the last station lights went out. I came back every winter just like I promised, but the tracks only brought empty trains, and the wind only brought silence. If you ever find this, know that I didn't leave because I stopped loving you. I left because I couldn't bear the weight of a promise that only one of us was keeping. I fell to my knees on the cold concrete. All this time, I thought I was the one waiting. I thought I was the hero of this tragedy, but I was the one who was late. I was the one who let the last train pass by 1,000 times because I was too busy mourning the past to see the present. The realization hit me harder than any freight train ever could. I looked at the tracks, stretching into the infinite darkness. They don't just lead to destinations, they lead to choices. I realized tonight that the last train isn't a scheduled machine, it's a moment in time. And once it's gone, it doesn't come back, no matter how long you sit on a wooden bench. I walked out of the station, leaving the fog behind. I still love her. I will always love her, but I'm done waiting for a train that has already reached its final stop. Tonight, I'm walking home. Not to the home we shared, but to a future I have to build alone. This is the last page in this chapter of the Love Diary. Some stories don't end with a reunion. They end with the courage to finally walk away.